are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington football team. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20-yard line. Carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Fournette. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Brady. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah, you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness. That's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And 7 at the 46-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. He's checking.
Now a run with Cook. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 41. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
8-yard pickup. First down, Buccaneers.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On play action, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you know...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Washington 0. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken at about the 1. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 0.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-0, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Fournette, a first down carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The 8-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
This will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff looking right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get ready. Watch out. Under 10. Wide. Get wide. Check. No, 66. No.
Cook. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
3rd down.
shotgun now for Brady. Flushed out right. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39.
That's good.
A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards.
That's the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check. Watch 54. Watch. Come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Snap comes in 1. Now Haskins. Looking downfield for Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They start the drive with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Brady. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st down, Buccaneers.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On play action, now Brady. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, we talk about...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brady's pass.
Let's go.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10. at their own 20.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Washington 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Dalvin Cook, 77 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
At the 28-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 54, Mark. Check, block 54, block 54. Flip it, defense. Our time, it's our time. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike.
From the gun, it's Haskins. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. The 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to make this a close game again. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He was taken down by Ruben.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. False start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Now Brady on the bootleg. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Watch it.
And that'll set him back 5.
Let's go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Operating from the gun. Brady. He's going to get this one down to Cook. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 36. On first down, Brady eluding the pressure right. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at FedEx Field, it's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Buccaneers 28, Washington 14.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, You're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Slings this deep from He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 39.
That's good.
It's a big play there for Washington on 3rd down. 45 yards.
39-yard line.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Looking downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in for broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard.
The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. gun. It's a give to Cook. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
The 16-yard line.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Gronkowski.
Brady on target to Gronk. First down, Buccaneers. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
The PAT up and good. On a second, there is a flag. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.